Hello, this is Rick Winter. I am from ECLA's Help Desk, and this is part 2 of the internal external coaching requisition conversion procedure. On part 1, we talked about statuses that are preliminary or waitlist for the requisition, and this is part 2 for approved statuses. So just as a review, you had, when you were working with either preliminary or waitlisted requisitions, you had to use the action switch between internal and external coaching types. However, for approved requisitions, there isn't that switch between option on the list of actions. We'll have to use the split into 2 coaching requisitions. So the general steps that you follow are, is you go to the coaching requisition, again, verify that the coach is the correct coach in the assigned to field, look at the hours remaining, and then you choose the action, split into 2 coaching requisitions. This time you got to fill out the hours to be transferred because you don't have to transfer all of the hours, and the new assignment type, and then you click save. So we're going to do that. We're back in Bill's RTTQI 2017 application, and this time it's accepted instead of waitlisted. So I'm scrolling down to the requisitions, and you'll see we have the internal requisition. There's 7.5 hours in it. I'm going to click on the link at the beginning to go in. So the first step you're doing with any of the requisitions, the coaching ones, is make sure the assigned to is the right coach. Again, you can do this later, but it's better to do it earlier. And we're going to check the hours. In this case, there are 7.5 preliminary hours and the 7.5 remaining hours. So it's really important to look at the remaining hours because that's the maximum we can assign. So if you had already done some coaching, you could only assign the remaining hours. So I am going to click on, go back up. I scrolled up into the requisition actions section. I chose actions, and in this case split into 2 coaching requisitions. Some new fields come up, hours to be transferred. I'm going to put the 7.5 hours. New assignment type, see we're up here, we're on internal coaching, so we're going to external coaching. But if it was the other way around, we could switch from external to internal. This time though, we're doing internal to external. That will be the most of you, since the default is internal coaching. And then you assign this new requisition if you wanted to do it to a new coach. But that's not required, but transfer justification is, and you could say that all our requisitions, coaching requisitions, should be external. Okay, so again, look, right now it says internal coaching. I'm going to click save. And voila, it says external coaching. Just to double check that, I'm going to go back into the application, scroll down, and before it was internal coaching for 7.5 hours, but now it's external coaching for $750 because that's the coaching rate. I'm going to go back in here again, and you'll see when you scroll down, here's that external coaching dollars remaining because it's at $100, but here is the actual 7.5 hours remaining. Okay, so again, depending on the status, you can change your coaching requisition by using the action switch between internal and external coaching types, or the action split into 2 coaching requisitions. Thank you for listening.